Alright, so this is part 2 of our intro to shaders and the HyperShade, okay? Alright, so we got our HyperShade window open, but I kind of don't like it just floating in here. I'm going to hit X to exit out. Instead, I'm going to go over to Panels, and I'm going to go under Panels, again in this main menu, viewport. I'm going to go to Panels, Panel, again that's Panels, Panel, and I'm going to go HyperShade. No. Panels, Layouts. Panels, Layouts, 2 panes side by side. There we go. So here I have my 3D world. Here under Panels, I'm gonna go to Panel, HyperShade. Alright. So Panels, Panel, HyperShade. Click. And there's our HyperShade. I'm gonna just drag this over like that. Then you see this over here, our little menu box where we can do this stuff that I said. I don't want that there because it's taking up space. I'm gonna left mouse grab it, I'm gonna drag it out, I'm gonna exit out. I need all the space I can get. Then so if you notice here, here's this whole menu for the HyperShade. It makes this one, and this one. But this property editor, that's the same thing as this attribute editor. It's redundant and it's taking up a lot of space. I don't need it. I'm gonna exit out. That is actually this. So now we have some space. Alright, so I'm gonna zoom in. I'm gonna just move this over a bit. I'm gonna zoom in. Alright. So first, I'm gonna go in here. My blocks. Alright, I selected all of it. Alright. I suggest not grabbing the group. I just want to make sure and select each individual block. Okay, holding down the shift. And under the AI Standard Surface 1, okay, I'm going to hover over it. If I click outside accidentally, I deselect my objects. So you want to be mindful of that. Again, I'm going to select it. I'm going to hover over it. It's red outlined. It doesn't mean that it's being selected. It's just like that for right now, for whatever is showing in here. So I'm going to right click, assign material to viewport selection. There you go. Okay, so I'm going to undo that again, and I'm going to hit this clear graph, so just to pretend that maybe you don't see it here for whatever reason. So if you look here, AI standard, here's our material. Okay, I double click it, it shows up in the attribute, but I want it to be here in our work area, or in our yeah. So I'm gonna go, this you'll be using all the time. Graph materials on selected objects. No, we're gonna use this one, input and output connections. That will show it here in our work area. Okay. Anyway, so I'm gonna select this, and this. Again, I'm gonna hover over it, assign material to viewport selection, and it's there now. It changed the color. Okay. Then I want to bring up my render view again. So we're gonna go. I don't want that. We're gonna go under render. Window, right, Windows, rendering editors, render view. Okay, again, Windows, rendering editors, render view. Okay, or here, open render view, which is a lot quicker. No, not that one, not that one. Let's not use that one. That's Maya's render. It'll confuse you, so ignore that. God, jeez. Alright, so Windows. Rendering editors, render view. Wait, is it this one? Why does it look different? Oh, this is not. Oh god, jeez. No, this is not the one we want. Windows, rendering editors. Not the render. Is it the render view? No, it's no, I want Arnold. Open Arnold render view. The other one was Maya's default render view. You want the Arnold render view. There's differences to it. It's confusing. Alright, open Arnold render view under Arnold. Alright, there we go. That's the one we want. This is Arnold's render view, not Maya's default. Jeez. Alright, so there it is. I'm gonna hit this arrow again. Okay. Make sure this is on. This is where it updates real time. Alright. Then I'm gonna click on this again. Now under the color, I'm gonna crank this down. And now it's completely black. See that? Very neat. And we have a cool, it's gonna make some, you can barely see it, but there's some start to show some reflections over here. Alright, I'm gonna turn it. See? So we're showing some reflections. Very neat. Just by default, these are our default shader settings. Okay, so in the next tutorial we're gonna change some more colors and stuff, and I'll explain some more. Alright, that's the end of this tutorial.